We are now live. Welcome, everyone. Today we have a special guest on our show, and we are going to talk about so many things. Life in the United States for the immigrants, but also most importantly, we are going to talk about money, investing, possibility of someone to think about retirement, because you don't need to wait until you are so old to continue working at McDonald's or to continue working at these you are going to work at Walmart, greeting you are 70 years old because you didn't make decisions on your money while you are young. So we have a special guest who is also immigrant from Kenya. Welcome, Lucy.
Thank you so much, Ernest. How are you doing?
I'm doing all right. Thank you so much for accepting the invitation to be here, to have the opportunity to share life with others.
Yes, and I love your house. Oh, wow.
You know, when I came here, I worked so hard. I'm very, very rich. I have the very nice home here.
I see you've invested your money very well.
I wish. Yeah, for the YouTubers, these are the simple things I use, and I usually tell people to find the fake backgrounds. These backgrounds help me a lot in making videos, so I don't need to start making a video and to go editing, doing all those kind of things. I have a fake background. If I'm tired with this one, I turn around on the other side and I have a very nice fake window. So that's how we do. So it helps me a lot sometimes to make more videos, because time is money. We are talking about money. Time is money.
Yeah. Absolutely. Time is money.
So right now we are having interview. Where are you, for someone who wants to know where you are right now?
Right now I'm in Seattle, Washington. It is 11:18 a.m.
For me it is 1:18.
Oh, that's
we are
good.
2 hours ahead of you.
Yes, and we're in the same country.
Exactly. Can you tell people your name and what do you do into, because the name you put there is Investing with Lucy. And okay, what do you do with Investing with Lucy?
Okay, thank you so much, Ernest, for having me. My name is Lucy Aisha. I have a YouTube channel where it is Investing with Lucy and Aisha. I talk about how to save your money, how to increase your passive income. I also talk about what plans do you have for retirement, and how to also invest in the stock market, and different avenues on how you can multiply your money. This is something I'm passionate about, and I want people to actually improve their finances with as little as $1 or 1 shilling or 1 naira. I don't know where you're watching from, but my aim is to actually make you improve on your money management skills and to help you also focus on retirement. You had Ernest talking about here in the US, people are actually, you can see a 80-year-old person or 70 working at McDonald's, sweeping the floor. We are not saying it's bad, but
it's bad.
Well, okay, Ernest is being plain. I won't say it's bad because I don't want to judge, but do you want to see yourself in that situation, especially when you come here? Because you have the opportunity, when you come here, you have the opportunity to make extra income, which you can decide to save or splurge it into flashy cars, flashy vacations, or something that doesn't bring in value, no assets, all liabilities. And it is sad to see people are actually going back home with nothing. I applaud people who are actually either living with nothing here, but they're sending some money back home to help other people, or to also invest in their property, or invest in education, or even educating their siblings. So I want to help people to actually improve their finances and also share a bit of my journey here. I'm also a nursing student, so I want to share with you also on my channel the journey I'm taking to my nursing and why I chose it. And of course it has the money, but what else? Something happened that I decided, oh, I want to do this one. Okay. Yep. So make sure you subscribe down in the comment section, or I think Ernest has put a link. on
Yeah,
the
I've posted your channel on the comment. It is there. And also on the screen, you can be able to see there Lucy Aisha, or you just write Investing with Lucy. You'll be able to get the channel. We have only one Lucy Aisha in this world, who is Kenyan, who lives in America, who lives in Seattle, who is expert in the manner.
Thank you.
Okay, so here we'll be having the various types of questions. We'll be asking you some questions, and then I'll give you the opportunity to ask me some questions, and then we invite people who will be here with us. They'll be asking questions.
Yes.
So the questions will be ranging into just overall lifestyle in America, and also we'll be talking about a little bit of YouTube, and we'll be talking a little bit about money and investment in general.
Okay, great.
Yeah. So let me start with the first question. How long have you been in the United States of America, the greatest country on the planet Earth?
Okay, I have been here for about 4 years. And that we thank God that this is an opportunity many people are looking forward to or wish they had. But that's why I want to help people while I'm helping myself. I don't want to be the most successful person, but the people around me are not doing much better. That's not how we live. Our purpose here on earth is actually to help people, right? When you help yourself and when your cup is full, you want the cup is full so that it overflows and you give it back to the community, or we call it paying it forward. So we don't want to be just successful, but successful in every aspect: social, politically, money wise, and
Yes.
also, yeah, financial and health wise also.
And in those 4 years, all those years, have you been to Washington, Seattle, or you have been to other states before?
Oh, I've been to California, I've been to Florida, I was in Orlando, I visited New York. So this is the
Everywhere.
opportunity is just to go and see around what the country has to offer and to see whether you can fit in those sides of the country. But Seattle has been the best place ever.
Being from Kenya or Africa in general, and being here for 4 years, question number related to that: do you have any regret for all those 4 years missing githeri and all other African food?
Well, I think hell no, no regrets. This place has opened so many opportunities, has opened my mind. I didn't know I could actually talk to people and tell them what I know from my background, or how to encourage people to change and improve their lives. Like coming here, it opened like a whole a box, or do I say box, of opportunities that I never knew I had access to or I could do. So it opened up my mind, it opened up the people around me, our minds, especially in the investment space. I was like, how do people in the US actually create generational wealth? How do they actually invest in the stock market without even fearing that it could crash tomorrow, or go up tomorrow? How is even how does the government even create an interface between your retirement with the stock market? Because most people who are saving their money in their retirement accounts, they're actually linking it to the stock market. They're investing it in things called index funds or ETFs, things that appreciate in value, and also real estate. And the government has a thing to do with it, and it's regulated. I was so surprised. Like, when you actually have a retirement account without investing in these things, you are losing out so much money. And that's how people are creating wealth here.
Okay, you mentioned that currently you are a nursing student, and
Yes,
know for sure here in the United States there are so many programs.
yes,
You can become a financial advisor, you can become a nurse, you can become political science, you can study sociology, you can study engineering, MBA, whatever. There are so many options compared to our countries. What
yes.
made you choose nursing program? as a program to pursue? Number one.
Okay, thank you. So my background is in I was working in a bank, but in project management. So I that was like a passion with me because I was also working with the community. But when I came here, I realized that the health industry has so many opportunities. Even if you're going to study for nursing, it doesn't mean you're going to study for a nursing in the hospital. There's nursing research, there's nursing informatics, there's nursing in working with families, and it's not even bedside. You're going to the hospital. There's so many. There's nothing nursing going to the field to do research and study things. You're working with pharmacists, you're working with the doctors outside the hospital. And then I was also looking for a career with flexibility and convenience. So if I wanted to continue with my project management or my banking career, I would have landed a job 8 to 5 job. But with the healthcare industry, I realized you can actually work midnight, and during the day you can go to school, or you can go do invest in some real estate, or go look at your projects from wherever they are, because you're actually working at night. The economy is 24 hours in the healthcare industry. That is one of the major aspect or fact that I was looking for: flexibility. Right now, as millennials, we want a job that you can go do for 5 hours, go do something else, or do for 10 hours for 3 days in a week, and then forget the 4 other days you do something else like YouTube. So I was looking
Yes.
for flexibility, and I will tell you for a fact the healthcare industry offers you flexibility, because you can actually go to work midnight to 6 a.m. or 9 p.m. to 9 to 3 a.m., whatever time suits you. And plus, because I have a family, I have to figure out how to create time for my family, create time for myself, create time for YouTube, create time for my nursing. And that's why I'm doing it. And I thank God it's working out perfectly. I don't even have to worry about nothing, because I know my 24 hours are invested in something that will create my wealth, and also will expand my opportunities. So that's why we are doing it. You don't have to do it. There are so many careers around. But if you're looking for flexibility, you might look into nursing.
Yeah. In addition to that, let's talk about because while we are in Africa,
Yeah.
the number one thing when we usually say, I want to become a lawyer because it pays well. I want to become a doctor because I get more money. So someone has a question here, which I was having on my mind already. She said, hi, Lucy, as a nurse, how much can I expect to earn per hour if you don't have any other experience when you just finish you graduate to become a nurse? How much do you expect to get?
Okay. Hi Tafadzwa, if I mentioned that correct. So the if for example the nursing industry provides an opportunity for you to start at the lowest level if you don't have any background. So the first lowest level also will depend, the wages will depend with which state you are in, but I'll talk about my state because I know better with my state. So the bare minimum of a nursing certificate, for example, is called HCA, Home Care Aid. It's a certificate you go do for like 2 weeks or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
And the first job might land you, for example, a job like 16 an hour. That's roughly almost 2,000,
And,
2,200 per dollar, yeah, per month. That is the basic minimum you can actually
and that
start.
is when you work without overtime, just 40 hours,
Exactly.
2,200 guarantee.
Yes, guaranteed. $2,000 guaranteed, even with the bare minimum hours you put in that work. The second certificate is either you can go CNA, you can actually do CNA without the HCA, get paid maybe 17 an hour. That's maybe 2,500 or even more. Some people, my state right now, I know CNAs or even HCAs are getting paid $20 per hour. If you're lucky to get a private client, you might even get $30 an hour. So count that an hour, which is like times eight. That is $240 per day for 8 hours. If you decide to do extra work, you might even clock in $5,000 per month. and that is the bare minimum for a nurse, for the CNA or the HCA. But as you gradually increase your education, like become a registered nurse or a licensed practical nurse, or
LPN,
yeah, LPN, or someone with a bachelor BSN, your income goes higher. Nurses are getting paid more than $40 an hour,
40 to
and
50.
the sorry, $40 an hour. You go ahead, people are getting even 50. I know of someone who is doing the nurse anesthetic. The people, you see, the for the people who
Anesthesia.
go for surgery, you had to be injected the anesthesia. So there's a nurse called a CRNA. A CRNA makes even to like $108 per hour. But that's someone who's done a master's in their nursing, and they're actually in a CRNA. They've done their CRNA program, which is I think about 6 months or 1 year plus your master's, and you get paid $108 per hour.
Wow.
So yeah, so I don't know which other career apart from IT, tech, computer science, and all that, that they pay that much. But I know for a fact, a nurse anesthesiologist CRNA gets paid more than $108 per hour. Imagine doing
And
that.
in addition to that, if I can encourage, especially for the immigrants, uh, is the job where you can get in every single state.
Yes.
That means you don't need to say, "Oh, I just studied this course." Most of these jobs are in this state. No, they are everywhere, because there are hospitals or there are offices which there are medical offices which they need those experts.
Yes. And also, I would encourage anyone who is coming, if you don't know where to start with the bare minimum. And also, of course, the healthcare industry here has been funded really heavily. So you should know that this country values the healthcare for their people really, really well. And that's why they have so much funding for healthcare systems. And that means you will actually have job security. The healthcare industry offers a lot of it offers job security. You can work anywhere so long as you follow all the rules, you're certified, and you keep updating and also your license. You must work with a license, you must improve your education every year. Actually, you renew your certificate or license almost every year, especially when you start. So this is it's a key sector for everyone. And you can actually remember last year, even up to now, what happened during the pandemic, who lost
I
their job
wish,
and
I
who kept
wish
their
I were
job.
in this. There was one time they wanted people in Chicago and in New York.
Yeah.
They give you flight. It was like per month, like 50,000. I said, man,
Yes.
I can go there, take my chloroquine. I don't care whether I get corona. I don't care about anything. I didn't have the qualification. Okay.
Yes. Yes. I know people who got like $50, 50,000, 50K, $50,000 a month as nurses during the COVID. We don't mean that it's about the money, but
I
if
mean,
it's a place where you
yes,
enjoy what you do and you're getting the money and investing, why not?
exactly.
Because you don't have to do this career for 20 years. Do 5, 10 years, invest in something that grows the assets. And that's why I want to talk about also investment. Invest in your real estate. Here, the real estate is booming. Right now, it's so expensive, but we all know anything to do with real estate, it increases in value every single year, the stocks and all that. So that's why you don't have to be employed like for 30 years, and you can actually get your employment benefits and the salary for 5 years, invest and create something better for yourself. Change your career if you don't like it. Do something else. But you have to have the basic bare minimum. What are you working on right now that will give you the next 2, 3 steps to make you a millionaire or to make sure you retire comfortably? Because retirement here is a big thing. You can get you can become homeless just like this within a blink of an eye, homeless in the street in this country. At home, someone might take you, but you see how many street people they are because our government doesn't even take care of them. But here, Everything has been laid out. It's for you as the immigrant to come, break the ceilings, get the jobs, go do your logistics job, nursing, political science, lecturers, professors, so long as you know how to invest your money so that you can save up for retirement.
That's a very good answer and in-depth,
Yes.
because Tafadzwa is among the DV Lottery winner. She's a very permanent member of my YouTube channel.
Awesome.
So she's processing to come.
Okay.
Even she's saying she planned to settle in Texas. She has international IT certificate and the degree, but I know it won't count when I come to America, and I'm looking good into it. Will count, but
It will
there's
count.
certification you need. Like you might get a Cisco, for instance, if you IT. It counts, but it doesn't mean that when you come here, your degree expires. No, it's just like I'm giving an example. You are registered nurse of Kenya, not of America. So you come here, you have to get, because most of here they have a license. You are CPA, but you are CPA of Kenya, CPA of Tanzania is not a CPA of US. So get certified here.
Yeah, yeah, and I can tell you, Tafadzwa, IT here is amazing. Especially, just come with the right mind. Just come, apply for a job. Don't worry. But now, since you have an IT degree, please go to our website called WES. WES is WES.com. It's the World Evaluation Service. Evaluate your degree, give them, just go to the website, follow all the steps and pay some money so that you can actually they can follow up to your school to see if your degree qualifies to be an undergraduate degree in the US. I did that with my degree. It's possible, and it's most cases it will be equivalent if your school, of course your school is registered.
Yeah.
But make sure you evaluate your degree. Make sure you have like a final report that shows your IT degree is equivalent to a bachelor's degree in the US. You just need that. Plus, you have the Cisco certifications and Microsoft. Girl, you're doing great. So make sure, don't even go to nursing. Go to your IT. You don't have to start with
But
the nursing.
the only other thing is from day one, don't start. I'm sitting at home, I'm looking for only to become IT manager. No, you
Yeah.
start with the technician here, you do carrying the box at Amazon, whatever, but you are applying for the jobs on your industry.
Yes.
Yeah. Because you
Yes.
have to pay the bills from day one.
Yeah, you have to pay the bills, so you have to get something going on. In the meantime, work on your IT. You're doing great. You might actually be doing pretty well in the next 1 year if you focus on your IT. And Texas is a whole hub of IT organizations, so
Because,
that's a thriving place.
yeah, now Palo Alto is declining. Most of the companies from New York and California, they are moving to Texas because there is no state income tax, and there are so many other things.
Yeah.
For instance, HP has moved already officially to Texas.
Awesome.
Yeah. Who is what is this guy, the billionaire?
Elon Musk.
Musk is already
Tesla.
moving to Texas. So
Yeah.
everybody now is going to Texas.
Yes, everyone is going to Texas. I have friends in Texas with doing IT, and I think IT is amazing. If especially if you have a background in it, even if you don't have, you can start. You just have to figure out what you want to do when you come here.
Yeah.
Yep. You have any other questions, with comments from your
No, I
viewers?
just want to I want to let someone one person is asking a question about green card lottery, so I want you to text that he has to wait for a few minutes. That topic I will answer later. He's asking about Pakistan, if it will be added and other kind of things. So I don't want to focus about green card lottery and other things. Let's talk most of the issues we are discussing.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
So are they subscribing? They need to subscribe.
Yeah, speaking of subscribing, already you have the subscriber yeah, from James.
Thanks, James.
Going
First
to
time
the
here.
channel.
I saw there was someone from Kenya. Who was it?
Oh, there are so many people from Kenya here.
Oh, awesome. Oh, you
Yeah.
can see the live. Okay.
No, I know there are some people from Kenya, for instance, Kevo, the Kevo, Kenyans, is from Kenya.
Uh-huh.
Steph Billy also is from Kenya.
Yeah.
Uh,
Stevie Bill, thank you.
Cynthia,
Cynthia.
I think it's from Kenya too. Yeah. Uh, okay, so what you need to do, go to Lucy's channel and subscribe to her YouTube channel. And over there, you'll be able to see a lot of content about investment and how to start, especially if you're immigrant. Because many people are thinking that the purpose is just to come to America. Then what? Because
Yeah.
you can come here, your life can be worse compared to your life where you are, because you are here now and you just try to enjoy, but you are going to hurt your entire future in that particular sense.
Yeah.
So what made you start focusing also on investing and giving these advices to people about their money here in America? What drives you on that particular angle?
Okay. So I realized, like, I mean, who wants to work forever? Like, who really wants to work forever? So I realized when I came here, the retirement community here, people have money. Like, people have money, even if they were working as a bank, wait, like a bank cleaner or a washroom cleaner or a McDonald's cleaner or a sweeper. People have money in their retirement. So I was asking myself, wait, so they earn $2,000 and they also have like $1 million for their retirement? How did they even get to that money? How did they even get there? So I asked myself, so what happens in my country? What are the pension schemes that we actually, they were taking taxes out from our salary, the payee and all that. But where did we see our money going into? Like, I can't even remember. I know there were some pension schemes, but no one ever talked about retirement seriously, like the way they do in this country. You find that someone was working in a bank or a lecturer, and yet in their retirement they go to the countryside and they have no money to spend, or they haven't built any house or stuff, things like that. So I asked myself, so what do these people do? How do they invest their money so that by the time you reach 65, your retirement age, you have some money in your pocket and something saved? Because if you decide to save like 10 shillings to like $1,000 today, at 65, it will be what, like 65K? Is that going to take you through you 90? And the 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 death, the life expectancy here, it's about, I think, 76 or 78 or 80 something. And more so, women live longer than men. So you, as a lady, do you want to be at 50, your husband passes away, God forbid, for 40 years? How are you going to survive without any money? You retire or you end up working till you're 80. So those are some of the questions I was asking myself. And also coming from a background where we were not even taught about saving as much or spend or even investing. So I wanted to tell people that, hey, we can start here this journey today with $1, $2, $10, $5 every single month or week. Save up 100, then go invest in a stock, a product or a stock. Let me say a product. Like in my country, we have like Safaricom, the biggest company in telecommunications. They are making huge profits, and they also want to give back to the community. How do they give back? How do they escape their taxes? They give back by paying you some dividends and letting your money work for you. Here in the US, the Apple, one of the biggest company, is actually the biggest company with the biggest cash flow. How many people buy Apple products every day or every year in this country? It means it has so much money that the IRS, the taxman, has to get out a lot of taxes from them. So how do they escape the taxes? by paying you, the regular investor, some dividends or some money to show IRS that they're giving back to the community. So that's how I ended up starting to discuss about these investment avenues where you can put your money somewhere, let it work. These are products you use every single day. Look at your house. How many products do you have? How many products do you use every day? You use a phone every single minute, but you don't know how you can get money out of your phone. That's weird, that's bizarre, and that this is some of the information they should be teaching us in primary school or even high school. So this phone, why don't you want a company like Apple to give you some dividends and then reinvest it and then make sure the compound, there's something called compound interest, the compound effect, put your money back. Once you get your dividends, put it back, it will grow and grow and grow. Don't take it out, it will earn capital gains. And the fact that in this country, the government wants you to put more money in your retirement so that they don't have to struggle in your 70s to pay you just because you didn't work or you didn't save or invest when you were young. So the system is all round. You save today, invest it, the government will remove taxes from you. No, will only charge you a smaller tax rate compared to someone who is just saving on their earned income tax, where they take out so much money. So they want to show you this money we're taking out right now is the one we're going to use it when you're 80. So you have a choice. You either just save or invest, and we will pay you also later when you don't have to work at 65 or at 70. Okay, so when you save today, you make sure the government at 70 you don't have to work, so the government will be paying you social security benefits or also benefits from your 401k or your retirement accounts. But if you choose just to save and put your money in the pocket, you will see the government taking half of that money and making it taxes and giving someone else who has invested. And that's why I wish our countries also focused on the investment bit, like more openly and more in simpler ways like they do here in the US. You've had many people who have companies that they actually don't pay taxes. Trump, I think the former president, people are complaining of how he just paid 750 US dollars as tax, I think in 2016 or 2017. There is a reason. He invested all his money in assets that the government doesn't take away taxes or much taxes, like real estate and the stock market, if you decide to keep it in the stock market, not taking it out, by investing and keeping it in the stock market. So that's why all these things that opened my mind, and I was like, wow, what have we been doing in our country? They don't even tell us anything about retirement in our workplaces. They just take out taxes and tell you, oh, this is for your pension. You don't even know which type of pension or how much you can withdraw or how you can invest that money in the stock market. That's why I want to share this information. I feel privileged to have the access, and everything is actually on YouTube. People are actually talking about this investment and how to invest and save your money on YouTube. And anything you actually are looking for in this world, please go to YouTube. It's the free university. No one is charging you for it apart from the data bundles and the Wi-Fi.
Yeah, that is a very good explanation, and I encourage people to make use of those their money they have. And this is not just because you are in America. Even if you are in Africa, you still can buy stock.
Yes.
Still you can find different ways of investing. Not, these are the Western thing. 70, I'll not be here, I'll be dead. No, just save. You'll be dead because of your stress, because you don't have money.
Yeah. Yes, it's true. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So Deborah Masosha says, hello, EBM and Lucy. I've just moved to the United States 3 weeks ago. My husband won the V2021 lottery. I've been enrolled to study AAS associate degree nursing at the community college. Looking forward to it.
Oh, awesome, Deborah. Welcome to to the US, and I hope you have all the best luck in your nursing degree.
Someone watching, Onyango watching from Kisumu, Kenya. I've been to Kisumu more than 6 times so far in my life.
Oh.
And last year in January before the COVID, I was in Kisumu too.
Oh, did you go to Dunga Beach to eat some fish? Dunga?
No, they took me to one place, I don't remember the name.
Oh, okay.
Because when we go there, they just, our schedule is very tight. They tell, oh, let's go to eat here. Let's go. So, but the only thing, yes, obviously, I eat fish almost every single day.
Oh, okay, okay. Fish every single day. You are lucky.
Yeah. So, because I mean, the good thing when you are a guest, they ask, what do you want to eat? So, fish.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we have Ajas. I am from Sri Lanka.
Yeah, we have so many people
Hi,
from
Ajas.
different countries over here.
Yeah.
So another one. Let me answer first for this person's question. I know he has been waiting.
Okay.
When Pakistan is going to be added in the diversity visa, expected date. I already told the people, usually there are countries which are removed from the DV lottery because they have more than 50,000 people who have been given a green card, be it by marriage, be by whatever, by work, but whatever ways. But if you have 50,000 people in the last 5 years, that country is removed. But I have projected many countries will be brought it back in the upcoming DV lottery in October, but we do not know until mid of September when they send the instructions for the exact dates. They will give us the instruction. But Pakistan is one among the countries. India is among the countries. In Africa, we have Nigeria. They have been removed. They might be brought back because of the pandemic. Since last year, March last year, from April last year to March this year, no one has been given a green card because of the immigration restrictions in the pandemic. And even now, even if they say they have opened up, but most of the embassies around the world, they don't operate because of the restrictions in the second wave, third wave in different countries. So for that particular case, the number of 50,000 threshold is going down. So for that particular case, Pakistan, Nigeria, and other countries might be brought back to the DV lottery in this upcoming October. But I cannot have the definite answer until mid of September when the actual dates are announced and the new instruction will be there.
Yeah.
Okay, so at this time, I want to give you the opportunity to ask me some questions, the questions you have.
Okay, so I saw you're writing a book. So tell me about the book.
I have a goal of writing 100 books in the next 50 years.
What?
That is the goal. In life, when you have a goal to buy a pen, that's not your goal. Go and buy a pen and come home. A goal must be frightening you. If you sleep, you have like bad dreams about that is your goal. Like if you tell someone I'm planning to do something, they'll tell you it is impossible. That's a goal. Like everybody's scared off. And it is impossible. That's for me is a driving force to accomplish a goal. How did I come across to have the dream of writing 100 books? When you grow up, you have a list of things you want to accomplish in your life. I want to be primary school, secondary school, this way, blah, 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 blah. You have a list. In 2017, in November, I bought my house.
Wow.
Obviously, I'm excited.
Yes.
But like 2 weeks, a month later, the excitement went away. And I don't know why I'm not happy. And I came to realize that I reached the highest point of the list I had on my goals. So I had to create a new list. Because if I want to finish primary school, I finish primary, secondary school, bachelor degree, master's degree, have a family, have a good job, have a house, become an American citizen, everything I wanted, I have. So I had to upgrade my goals, the new list. And that list had almost two major things. Number one is I need to write books. And to write books, I want to write 100 books before I die. And before I die, I assume I'm going to die by the age of 30, or 30 years to come, whatever. So at the age of, 30 years to come, I'll be dead. That's my assumption. So I need to write 30 more, to write 130 years. Then I need to retire early. So that I enjoy my life before I die.
Yeah.
In 30 years to come.
Yeah.
Retirement early, that means there is a money involvement in what kind of goals I have to put forward in my retirement, but writing books. So up to now, I've written 11 books.
Wow.
And last year and this year, I didn't focus on writing because I focused on my YouTube a lot.
Okay.
So I stopped my books, but I wrote one about green card lottery book. But in the middle of it, there was a possibility whether they might enter the lottery and introduce the merit-based immigration like in Canada. So I had to stop, and the book was made with 2 chapters.
Okay.
So I had to stop. But this year, I want to finish that book. But when I went to read my book, I came to realize that, I have to completely write the brand new book with a new perspective and not about green card lottery. Yes, green card lottery, you can write and whatever and come to America. But what next if your dream is to come to America? But what if you don't come to America? Can you accomplish your similar goals wherever you are or to other countries? So the book will be covering people to have goals to go to other countries and the goals to attain in your own country if you don't go outside of your country. But overall, what is your purpose on the planet Earth? And your purpose is not what is your purpose in America, or what is your purpose in Tanzania, or what is your purpose in Kenya. So that is the book is all about. So I have to rewrite the entire book. So that is the book I'm writing. I'm planning to release that book, if possible, by the mid of September this year, before the lottery starts. And then after that, September to December, probably before the end of the year, I have to release another book about YouTube. YouTube business for Africans, because most of Africans, we do not know about YouTube.
Yeah.
Just play around. But in Africa, we have the wealth of content, but we do not know how to tell the story, how to bring those content, and the people get employed or get money through YouTube. So my YouTube will be focusing about YouTubers in developing countries, especially in Africa. You can use the same way in Latin America or in Asia, but to be focusing on African context as YouTuber. How can you start? How can you get the content? What should you start from right away and be able to have a guaranteed success on those kind of things?
Wow. Amazing. I am so inspired. 100 books, I will write 1,000 books.
Yeah, so that is the nature of my books are basically the books which are some my personal experience or things I know personal, but also the books which are going to solve a certain particular problem. I don't want to write a theoretical book. You are studying things about Maji War, Germany for Tanzania, and then you will about that.
No.
Okay, Mau Mau War, we fought and you got independence. Then so what?
So what?
I can just go and Google that one and get it there. But I want to, because for instance, there is no book which is writing how to do M-Pesa as a business, or there is no university which is teaching the use of mobile payment system, M-Pesa, Tigo Pesa, MTN as a course at the university. But the university is about Visa card, MasterCard. It's okay, but how the economy of East Africa or Africa is driven by M-Pesa. But there is no book about that. So the professors are looking about the books which are not solving the problems of people. So that's why for me, most of my books, I want to be practical books, talking practical things, someone can be able to apply.
Wow. That is mind-opening, because I've just realized, indeed, I'm sure there's no one teaching about the M-Pesa technology in our schools. And that is a no-brainer. We have used M-Pesa for the last, I think, almost 20 years, I guess.
Yeah.
And most people from the outside world are actually coming to Kenya to study what is this.
Because there are no research, there is no books.
There's no book. And here in the school, they're still teaching people things that were taught 30 years ago. It doesn't make sense.
That's why on my book, there is one book I wrote about Africa. And for me, if you tell Africa will compete like US, you are dreaming, my friend. Because we are not serious with those kind of things.
Yeah.
The things which we can use it practically and defeat other countries, we don't value them.
Yeah.
So we need to write books of that nature. You have to change the mindset. Yes, you can become a professor, even doing a research which is local oriented,
Yeah.
solve our own problems. That's why I usually challenge people. One of the book I'm going to write next year, which I've already have the book cover already out,
Yeah.
is called Just Write That Damn Book Before You Die.
I like that.
Why? You have been here for 4 years. I want to challenge you.
Yes.
You know everything immigrant is going through from day one.
Yes.
You have gone through this process.
Yes. Why
You
not write
know
a
what career is good for immigrant.
Yes.
You know how to raise a child as immigrant, the challenges. You know the challenges of accent. You know the challenges of every single thing. My question is, what is your book about those your life experiences?
See?
That's why
I will do that.
in every book I write, it starts with a quotation of myself. You don't need to be Steve Jobs or Oprah Winfrey to inspire people. You are inspirational to others in so many ways because you are God's masterpiece.
Amen.
Whether you are rich or you are poor, whether you are you are a president of America or you are not, just by finishing primary school, got all F, you have a story to tell. Why did you get all F? So that another person cannot get F. But you want to wait until you become rich, until you become famous, until you become those kind of things, and you die before writing a book. That's why you find you come to read a book about even how many presidents in Africa they have their book about their life. You can count very few. Tanzania Kikwete just wrote a book recently, is writing whatever. President Mwinyi, who was a president for 10 years, was a prime minister, whatever, wrote a book at the age of 94. Why are you waiting until 94? What if you die before that time? Your story is going away and you just get some glimpse of stories. That's why I have a memo of my life already.
Oh, you do?
I'm done. So when I become a governor, count me when I become a governor.
Oh, Missouri.
Governor.
Okay.
You never know. When I win lottery, become a millionaire, I wrote a book about it, just like Obama. He wrote a book when he was a senator, Dreams of My Father. Now he's a president, and he lived with the president. He wrote another book.
Yes.
As a president, and continue.
This one, I have it here. The Promised Land.
Yes, you see, he wrote a book. This Promised Land is talking about America. He's not going to talk about Dreams of My Father and crying about not the father living in Kenya. No.
No.
Let me challenge you another thing. You have a child, right?
Yes.
How old is your child?
Oh, 19 months.
Okay. What did you give your child on the first birthday? The birthday.
Clothes and $100.
Will your child remember those?
No.
That's what the question I had myself when my child was turning 1 year old. What gift should I give my first child? Everything I was thinking about, the child will never remember. But I came to realize that there is one gift I can give my child, will forever be grateful.
Mm-hmm.
I wrote a letter to my child. And I believe that child, when he's becoming older, can read and appreciate. And that was the starting point on every special occasion for my child, later my children, or my wife, or even myself. I was writing a letter.
Mm-hmm.
Those letters, at one point, they were more than 100. Then I converted those letters to be this book, A Loving Father.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, apart from this, what's other book? Like the first, like what the interest of writing, this was the book I wrote. And it is such why I'm writing these letters.
Wow.
Letters from your loving father, Benedict Fulbert Makulilo. why I write these letters.
You're indeed a scholar, huh? You're
So
actually a
this one, when
scholar.
I'm writing this letter, go and read the bestseller of the Feminist Manifesto. The book, what is her name? Chimamanda.
Chimamanda Ngozi.
What is that book all about? Someone asked, can you give advice to my child? He's a newborn. Wrote 14, 15 suggestions. And those suggestions on that letter is the book. But how many letters I wrote here? More than 100 letters.
And you got content.
Those suggestions she's giving. But I'm not the famous, but I wrote these books back in the day. Book was released in 2016. Before I wrote the book.
Awesome.
Then you have another child, the second one, Claire. She's very, very happy. So I continue with the same tradition. That is the book.
Awesome.
Then another child now is 2 years old.
Where are all these books? Are they on Amazon?
They're on Amazon. While the child was very young, I mean, was still in the stomach, unborn baby. But the question is, what if I die today? Will this child know even my face? Will this child know how much I love this child? Doesn't know. I have to put something just in case if I die today.
Okay.
Something will remember for the rest of their life.
Okay.
Letters to my unborn daughter. These are the letters. But I have to remind myself about myself. Letters to EBM. So I'm writing letters to myself, future myself.
That's a brilliant way to think about writing.
So through this way, I've inspired so many people. This is one young man. This lady started writing the letters. She has also like the English version of this one too.
Yeah.
So she's writing the letters, and this is the book is also on Amazon. So majority of people, when they start to think about writing books, they're thinking of becoming bestsellers. They're thinking of Chinua Achebe. They're thinking of Orese Yinka. You are thinking about Ngugi Thiong'o. You are not Ngugi. It's just like you. Why do you think about Ronaldinho? You are not Ronaldinho. You are not Zidane. You are not Cristiano Ronaldo. You are not Messi. Don't think about it. Then play at your best level. Those are the things. So other things I'm talking about my life as scholarships. Scholarship guy, the true memoirs of the school. So this is the story about me as a scholarship. Then I have just my story as immigrant. From shithole to Trumpland.
Yeah.
I have the book Why Africa Will Never Develop.
Oh.
Imperialism 2.0, Why Africa.
Wow.
So instead of just arguing with the people about Africa, I'm just writing the book. When we argue about Cristiano Ronaldo and Messi, I'm writing the book, who do I like most and why? Yeah. Why do you waste your energy on the internet what you can use in a productive way?
Absolutely.
So that's why I encourage people to write books. Whether, for me, when I'm writing these books, I have one thing in my mind. I will buy a copy for myself, at least one book. These kids, when they grow up, they'll buy the book for themselves. They'll buy a book for their children. So if I sell 3 books, I reach my goal.
Yes.
So I'm writing the book for my kids. So I have my mind. So if my child wants to write a book, for them to be easier, my father was the author of 50 books. My father will be author of 100 books down the road. So for them to be easier, just like the son or daughter of Bill Gates or Buffett, for them to be billionaires is a normal thing.
Yes.
The child of Cristiano Ronaldo to play soccer at highest level is a normal thing. The son of LeBron to play basketball is a normal thing. So for the child to become a bestseller, the best author, the best novelist will be easier because they have opportunity to live with one in the house. So it's not about me, I'm creating a legacy. So whether this book is, I'm selling the book, I don't sell the book. That's why you can find some of my books are free. Even this one about PhD scholarships in America is a free download online. I don't care how much money I make. I care I've accomplished my task of writing 498 pages and it's there. Wow. That's what's my accomplishment.
Wow.
So that's about me writing books.
Wow, that is so inspiring. Oh my gosh, I'm inspired. I'm speechless.
Yeah, so I don't want it to die and I'm just gone. No, I'll be here. YouTube videos will be there for the rest of my life. Yes. I'm being gone. My kids will be getting money from YouTube.
Wow. Oh my goodness. That has opened a whole perspective about writing. Like you share what like your everyday living, you share it in a book or a video, and you don't have to wake up one day and say, oh, I have 1,000 pages to write, but you wrote them from 1,000 days ago, which is like 3 4 years ago. You've been writing one letter every year for your kids. By the time they turn 10, they have like 10 letters or even more.
Yeah,
Then you convert it into a book. That's boggling. It's amazing. It's giving me a
exactly.
whole perspective.
Let me play you one of the letters. Some of these books are on audiobooks.
Oh, that's good.
Audiobooks doesn't mean you don't expect to hear my African accent. No.
I know, I know. You have to
Pay
use
expert.
some virtual assistants or
No,
voiceovers.
you pay expert. There are because there are some challenges we face.
Yes, and it
Okay,
doesn't
so
have to stop you from writing a book
yeah.
or
So this is the letter I wrote to my daughter on Women's International Day. So
wow.
hear this letter. This letter, even before Chimamanda wrote that book. So I want
Oh,
to hear this letter just to hear and to see. That means just like people don't buy these books, but they have so many lessons.
okay.
To my daughter, Claire Francisca, on International Women's Day. My dearest daughter, Claire Francisca, in the past few weeks we celebrated your brother's birthday. I gave him one message regarding respect to all women and mothers around the world. I would like to quote some of that for you. No matter what, respect all women and mothers all over the world. They are our civilization. I had the opportunity to experience every stage of your mother, Marie, when she was pregnant. From morning sickness to labor pains and childbirth, I was in the labor room. What I saw and experienced completely gave me a new perspective and more respect for women and mothers. I look back and thought of my mother, who went into the labor room and had 13 children. Women and mothers are the most caring individuals on the planet. The love and care they give to newborns, no sleeping at night, being with them all 24/7, and bringing up infants to adulthood. Benedict, never take for granted anything your mother is doing for you. Never take for granted to have Claire as your sister. How you treat your sister, Claire, and your mother, Marie, will be a replica of how you treat all women when you grow up. Claire, I always say I know I am not perfect, but the closest person to perfection I have ever known in my life is my beloved mother. Therefore, the respect to my mother means respect to all women worldwide. The same applies to you, Claire. The way you treat your brother Benedict and me as your father will be a replica of how you will be treating all men around the world. Respect all men and fathers, like how men need to respect their sisters, mothers, and all women everywhere. One important thing you need to know, Claire, is that I had an opportunity to be raised in a family of 7 girls and 6 boys. Long time even before the so-called women's empowerment Beijing thing started, and my parents did women's rights by action. All children were treated equally. All children have the same opportunities and resources. My parents gave us equal education. Boys had to wash dishes, cook, gardening, and so forth. There was no job description for girls and boys. We were all children. Such kind of childhood upbringing is what is defining me today. My princess, Claire, never in your life play a victim role or play the gender card. Always complete everything on a merit basis. God has never created a damn child, whether it's a boy or girl. Never underestimate yourself. You are God's masterpiece. Claire, you are born in a different era. The era of artificial, fake, and materialistic life. The world where social media makes women objects instead of human beings. This is the era where the look and appearance of women goes beyond humanity. Please don't be trapped into that. You are so much better than that. If you respect yourself, respect your body, understand who you are as a girl and woman, you will be very much respected. The worst part is when you don't respect yourself, you will lose it all, and no one will ever give you any respect. One last thing.
So it's just a long, but this is just kind of letters I'm writing. So it's just the normal letters. This is what I'm addressing to my child. What if I'm dead? These are the letters.
Wow.
Yeah,
I mean, I am inspired, and I think I will do that. Yeah, because it's possible. Why not? I'll do that to my kids.
The only thing is if it's coming from your heart.
Absolutely.
That's the only. It's just like YouTube. As long as you are authentic, it comes from you. You really do help people. That's what matters on your channel.
Yeah, actually, when the message started, I was actually feeling like to cry. It's amazing.
So for me, like these 3 books are in audio. So I have 11 books, but 3 books are audio books. The negative effect of having audio books, I had to listen the whole books, the 3 books, because I paid. There is one person is Canadian, but I didn't know the meaning and the depth of my writings, because I usually don't. After writing, I've never sat down and read it, my whole book. I've never done that.
Oh wow!
Even like people who are acting in movies, when they say I've never watched my full movie, they are lying. But it's very difficult to go to watch your full movie again.
Yes.
Even myself, I don't watch my full video after. I can watch 2 minutes, but I cannot go and listen to myself like for 15 minutes. No.
I know. Yeah.
So when I had the audiobooks made, so I was going like running, jogging. I was listening to myself, like, because if someone is reading about the book, are this what I really wrote these words? Man, I'm a great author. But so now I have a challenge. How should I write a book to pick these kind of books I wrote? Like,
wow. Amazing. I'm completely inspired, and I think I might do that because I am mind blown, you know? This is just so mind blowing. It's so easy, yet it's doable. I will do that. Okay, so I think we can continue answering some of the questions. I see some questions as we almost try to wind up.
Yes, let's go to
2 hours.
this question quick, and then we can do that. Okay. There are some there. Green Card Lottery will be answering them. I'm the winner of DV 2022. Unfortunately, the US Embassy is not processing. First of all, the DV Lottery 2022, don't worry at all, because the interview for the DV Lottery haven't started. They are starting in October. Unless otherwise your case number is 1, which is not. So don't worry. When they are going to start, don't worry. The DV Lottery for 2022 interviews are starting in October 1st, 2021 until September 30th, 2022. So you don't need to worry when they are going to start. They will start depending on the local restrictions and the pandemic situation of your country.
Okay.
Okay. Oh, that we already answered that one. Someone from Cameroon. Okay, again, for the guy from Sri Lanka, let me look for the other questions. Okay. Someone who's watching from Dubai. Okay. This one, yeah, Linda is also a YouTuber. She's in China. She has so many videos from China. I think this is from Kenya.
Awesome, Linda. We can do a collabo too. Awesome, yeah.
Linda. Trouble of Hope. She's watching from Rwanda. Okay, Stevens. Hi EBM. I won DV 2022 as married, but till now my family, my wife and stepchild didn't receive their passport. Please, could I submit DSC-260 and complete the information later? No, just wait for their passport. Because how do you submit? Because if you submit yours, you have to create the derivative page for them also, their applicant for the visa. And you cannot complete that one without having the passport. And there is no like deadline, like you have to submit today. That means no, don't wait for them to get the passport and make sure that you all put together. Apart from marriage and the birth certificate, I need other documents for the interview. You need, if you have master's, you have bachelor degree, proof of education, and work experience.
Yeah.
Okay, I've already answered that one. Someone, my case number is DV 2022-39. Yes, you have the chance of interview. Usual, if you're in Africa, until 50,000, you'll be interviewed. I didn't get high school diploma. I will complete my high school diploma next year, April. But can I do if I'm the Villatary 2022 winner? If you don't have high school education, you have to prove you have 2 years of qualifying work experience. Yeah. 100 books. Yeah, that's the journey so far, the plan. I will just put it, there is a link of Lucy channel. You can go there, please subscribe. She has so much information about investing, whether in your country or also in America.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Lucy, you are waiting for Linda, you are waiting for your interview. Okay. Emmanuel Onyango, can you tell me one cyber cafe, the best cafe I will apply for my development here in Kisumu or Nairobi in October? You need the internet. You don't need to go to the cyber cafe.
Yeah, but I can, if honest, I can actually, if he, you know, people have doubts with the cyber cafes and all that. So I can tell him there's a cyber cafe in Nairobi, Hurlingham, where I've seen on a Facebook page that there's a guy that people have gone to that cyber and they're getting their pictures there and they're winning their green card. It's in Hurlingham. Come to my channel. I'll tell you the Facebook group. I can't remember the name of the cyber, but I think it's in Hurlingham, in Nairobi. So come to my channel. I will tell you, Onyango. Just come.
Yeah.
I will check the Facebook group, and then I'll share with you. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I've already talked. I didn't pass high school diploma, but you complete. If you didn't pass high school, whatever, but you went to foundation, but you have a degree. You have a degree, so you'll put your bachelor degree. There is no problem with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello, I'm the winner 2022, and I saw a post on Facebook under the embassy in my country saying that we'll need to bring our passport that we played with. My passport expired. Yes, if because of the passport requirement, when you apply, even if you're brand new passport, when KCC requests for the documents, you will send both copies of the expired passport and the new passport, and you'll go with the expired passport and the new passport at the US embassy. And if you have lost the passport, go with the police record to show that you lost the passport and the new passport, because we don't have to have scammers. Yeah, someone already answered that one. Okay. Yes, Linda said yes. In Africa, we have a wealth of content. This is Africa, is American but Kenyan by marriage.
Oh, awesome.
And he lives in Oregon, but he's a very good YouTuber, has a lot of content about Africa. And awesome. It's easier to collaborate with him. He has so much content in so many good things about Africa. Yeah.
Oh, hi, this is Africa. We can do a collab.
Yeah. Yes, use the other name, KBM, Kenyan by marriage.
No, KTM. Okay.
I feel the large part of DS260, but now my case number is unavailable. Can you help me? Why you say the case number is unavailable? Because the case number is case number. It's not going to be unavailable. I don't know what you mean. Okay, so appreciation from people. What questions do people have? Someone is greeting you. Okay. Sorry, kama nimetoka huku nyumbani na level ya ordinary diploma, if I will arrive in the US, I will be able to continue with the degree level. Yes. Ordinary diploma, it depends if you have high school or not, because in the US per se, they don't have level called diploma. But with your, as long as you take those one, you take it for the evaluation, the centers of evaluation, they're going to say if that is the minimum of high school or is high school with other extra college courses, then you can enroll to school and continue without a problem, right? but you have to do the certificate evaluation. Okay, Don Prince from Cameroon. Do I need to apply for the DV 2022 if I wait for October? Julie from Uganda. Yes, if you are the winner and you want to apply again, you can be able to do that. Okay, so those are the most of the questions we have. And we promise you to have an hour of live. So I know people will be able to go to your YouTube channel again over and over. Go to Lucy and subscribe to her YouTube channel. The link is on the comment below. You can be able to go it, and the description of the video has that particular link. Any last word before we end our stream? Do you have any last word to tell people before we end?
Okay. Oh, I thought you had asked a question for them to ask. Yeah. Okay, so thank you so much for hosting me. I think we will do another one, with a better time when we have also more people. And I would encourage anyone who wants to come here. It's possible, it's doable, but even if you don't come here, you can follow some of our information that we are giving on YouTube. Try implement it in your country to see whether you can actually improve yourself. The reason as to why people come here is to actually improve themselves. If I didn't want to improve myself, I wouldn't be here in this country. So try to improve yourself in what you're doing at home. This opportunity for coming here is not actually for everyone, because life here is also very hard. You have to work hard. You can be homeless the next minute. At home, you might not be homeless, but here, I will guarantee you, if you are homeless and you are an immigrant, they will actually deport you, because why are you coming here and you're not working, or um, you're not you're not improving the economy, you're not paying taxes. Some of these things, they will make you get deported, even if you have a green card, or you've won the DV lottery. Anything that you do here, so long as you are an immigrant, they can actually deport you. So my goal is to make sure that any money that you're getting here, you actually invest in the retirement accounts in the US. Even if you're at home, you want to invest, come on my channel. I will tell you there are possible ways, the websites where you can invest in the stock market, invest in the index funds, things that will generate income or assets for you. If you're afraid to invest in these things, of course, the best investment avenue that you will never regret is actually real estate. Real estate, buy some land, buy some property, buy something, even if it's, I don't know, whatever money that you've saved, save and buy that money in that asset in the real estate. Don't go buying new cars when you come here. Don't go come getting new credit cards. You have 5 credit cards and you're an immigrant. What for? The system here is built for, they've realized that people want to live the flashy life in the US. That's why the credit industry, the banks, they're booming with so much money, because they're giving what people want. But I'm here to tell you, those credit cards are what is messing most immigrants here. You see, you come here, or you're actually seeing some of us here driving flashy things. I won't lie to you. I just have one credit card. It's because I want to get a house or a business loan. But I cannot get more credit cards. What for? I don't want to live above my means. And then when I go home, I've not even bought any land or saved any investment. That's not the way I want people to do here. It's because these credit cards, they end up piling up. And then one day when you like something, it's like drugs. You lack money just because you're used to credit cards, and you go crazy. You start thinking about other ways of making money, which are illegal. Anything here that will make you money is legal. Let no one tell you the other ways behind the scenes. No, please don't fix yourself in such things. Everything here is step by step. it has a system, it either has a license, it has people who are watching you even if you don't know. Even crossing the road here, when you cross a zebra crossing without the lights turning on, somebody is watching you and somebody will get to you. Whether you fly or I don't know where you will go, they will come back at you. And it will cost you money. It will cost you your social security. It will cost you your employment. It will cost you your driving history. So many things are tied here. So if you're not wise enough, you might end up being those people who are just struggling. You say, oh, my uncle went to the US 20 years ago, but he has never built a house. He doesn't have anything at home. You just see him in the US and he's doing nothing for himself apart from these minimum jobs here and there. They're not investing in themselves. And yet the opportunities are here so many. You'll be surprised that the average income for US for example, immigrants, Indians, Africans, or Philippines is actually higher than most of the white people. Why? Because they know that their school ends in high school. Once you have a high school, you can get a job at McDonald's and get some money, and that's it. Like you don't have, like you're not even thinking about your future just because you got a job that is paying $15 an hour. My friend, there's a job that will pay you $100 an hour as an immigrant, with no discrimination, no racism, no nothing. Why not? Why don't you get into those opportunities? Why not? What are you waiting for? You can start doing your nursing in back at home or your IT. I would encourage people, go do your IT. Technology is booming. Healthcare is booming. Other sectors, I don't know about the other sectors, but I can guarantee those two, and also the education system. You can become a teacher. Like me, just the other day, I was actually surprised that my lecturer is asking me if I can be a writing assistant, like a tutor at my school. I was like, wait, what? Even with my accent? What? You want me to be a writing assistant and tutor other white students? Wow. I was shocked. That's because I just did my best in what I'm supposed to do, and voila, somebody is trying, he wants to give me a job at the school. So, but that's not what I want to do. I want to do other things. So manage your time, manage your expectations. Don't expect anything the first days you come here for the green card, guys. But I can guarantee you your life ahead, once you start investing and thinking about the future, you will be so surprised. And also, I want to give last tip. When you come here, any job, look for a job that provides, especially if you have your papers like the social security number, look for a job that provides you the 401k. 401k is like a retirement account. If they don't provide that, make sure you open an investment a retirement account called IRA. IRA is where you put, even if it's $10, $5, $500 every single month or every single paycheck, to prepare you for investment for your retirement. When you put this money, you actually you're supposed to invest it in the stock market, or you buy your real estate with it, so that you can have some money later in the future. You just don't put your money and let it sit. So make sure the DV guys, the winners, the green card, or anyone with a social security, when you come here, when you start your first job, ask if they have a 401k contribution. So if you want to contribute, let's say $100 every month, some employers actually match that halfway or quarter way. You might be lucky if you get someone who is matching that 100%, but there's no one. I don't think there's anyone. So ask for a 401k match if they have. And also, if they don't have, you can open an IRA for yourself. Again, if you're opening a business, you can actually open a 401k for your company and employ your kids tax free. Register your kids to become employees of your company tax free, and save that money in their 401ks or their IRAs, and then invest that money. I'll be sharing more on my channel on how to do that. And feel free to ask me any questions. Please subscribe. I see some people who have subscribed. Thank you so much. Those who haven't, keep subscribing. And EBM, I think we are done. It's a wrap.
Yes. Personal, I would like to say thank you so much for everything and being here for this time and sharing your knowledge and your experience to others. I believe I will come to your YouTube channel to be a guest one time, and another time. This is the end of our collaborations. We'll keep doing more videos to make sure that people, when they come here, they succeed. Not
Yes.
to all immigrants, they come there, they end up being broke. So what is the purpose of allowing people to get immigrant visas and becoming permanent residents if you come here and you're becoming broke, become homeless? So people like you are very important in our community to make sure that we retire with dignity and the happiness both here in America and where we come from. So I really appreciate for that.
Yes, and also last thing, if anyone wants to come into the nursing career, come to my channel. I will take you through the steps on how to register for a school, which scholarships to apply for, or what type of grants you have access to, so that you can go to study seamlessly without taking any loans, and getting your nursing degree in the shortest time possible, or even how you can do your job and also go to school and also have family. Like, it's a whole balance act. That's what I'm trying to do for myself, and I want to share with everyone. So please come also for that nursing journey on my channel.
Thank you so much, each and everyone, and stay tuned for more videos.
Okay.